Hey guys, it's Dave. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to break down my top 10 picks for our 2022 season holdbacks. So let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so before we get started, I wanted to say this was really tough because this year we produced a lot of animals. Probably one of the largest, actually it is the largest season we had with like 36 clutches. We had roughly 300 animals we produced this year, maybe a little bit more. And we only held back this rack worth. This is a 1039, so that's 39 animals. There's actually a couple in here from last year. And there's, I think, 2 holdbacks in one of the sea serpent racks. So really, we held back like between 35 and 40 animals. So I would say we held back just a scotch over 10%. Not the typical 20% or more that we've held back in previous years. So narrowing down what is my top 10 was pretty tough, I've got to say. But I think I made the right decision, and hopefully you guys will post down below your comment of which one you felt should have been in the top spot. So let's jump right in with number 10. Alright guys, so number 10, it's going to be this black pastel yellow belly 100% het paint. Now we held back a male and a female. We sold a couple others from this project. We do actually still have one male available, but this is just a great way for us the first year to get into this project. We used a male paint to our black pastel yellow belly female and produced some really nice animals. And this boy here, who is very feisty, I'll be surprised if I don't get bit, has got an amazing ring around the side there. Don't expect them to be het for anything other than the paint gene. But yeah, the pattern on this guy is absolutely crazy. Matter of fact, I gotta say, the pattern and the pattern work of this might outdo some of our hurricane stuff. Our black pastel line is absolutely amazing, and this boy definitely showcases that very well. So again, number 10, the black pastel yellow belly 100% het paint. Alright guys, so number 9 might come as a shock to you guys. You all know how much I love the Lori project, and it is going to be in this list, but it's not going to be down at the top of the list or near number 1. Number 9 is going to be the Lori Lesser Calico. Alright guys, so here is the number 9 animal. This is a boy. This is a Lori Lesser Calico. And you see the pattern, the interaction between Lori and Lesser is just absolutely amazing. And then the Calico just blows the alien heads out, whitens out to the bottom here. This is just an amazing combo. It turned out very well. This boy is being a stubborn eater. I mean, he's definitely eating. He's on food now, but it took quite a while. He was a mouser for quite a while. But we've got him now on to rat pups. So we're hoping to get him later this season up to a nice weight so we can maybe look at putting him in our breeding plans for next year, 2024. But yeah, this is the Lori Lesser Calico. Alright guys, and number 8 is going to be another male. It's going to be our Lori Coral Glow Butter. Alright guys, so here he is. Again, the interaction with Lori and the butter or lesser gene is really nice. Those alien heads come together really well. Now the Calico isn't in here, so it didn't whiten this out super bright. I also think the Calico might have changed a little bit of the alien heads in the other animal. This one does have Coral Glow in it. Coral Glow being the same as banana. But this one, I really love this animal. We made a couple of these. We did sell the others. I just held back the one male. And this guy is super cool. So really stoked that we produced this one. Again, this is number 8. And this is going to be the Coral Glow Lori Butter. Alright guys, and number 7 is going to be another Lori combo. This one's a female. But yes, number 9, 8, and 7 are Lori combos, and they do not hit any lower in the scale. I felt that we made a lot of really nice combos this year, and the Lorries also being a really nice combo. I'm super excited where this project's going for us. But there were other things that we hit on that, well, you'll just see here coming up. So this one's going to be nice. It's going to take some from number 9. It's going to take some from number 8. And number 7 is the Calico Lori Coral Glow. Alright guys, and here she is. The Calico Lori Coral Glow. Super beautiful. Probably one of my favorite ones we've hit this year. Probably in the last couple of years. Try and darken this up just so you can see how white this animal is. But again, it's a female. Really happy with the way this came out. This Lori gene looks absolutely beautiful with Coral Glow. And then the Calico punched in so much white. It's just amazing to see how this interaction works. Again, I'm super happy we produced her. I can't wait to get her breeding. Obviously, we got 2 seasons to go before that happens, but already getting one of those Coral Glow spots on her. Little black spots. But yeah, very cool animal. This, like I said, probably my favorite Lori we produced this year. It's a close toss-up between this one and the last one. But definitely one, I think, for the books. Absolutely amazing. Alright guys, in number 6, we're going to leave the Lori project altogether. We're jumping into probably one of my second favorite genes, maybe third favorite genes. This is going to jump us into the Acid project. Hey guys, and here's number 6. This is the Acid Calico Yellow Belly or Gravel. This animal is super dark, super rich, and a lot of that dark orangish and dark burnt coloration is coming from the Calico. The Acid Yellow Belly or Gravel alone wouldn't have this deep dark color like this. We have produced multiples of those. This is definitely the Calico kicking in. Such a beautiful animal. This is a male. He was a slow starter, but now he's on rat fuzzies, so we can try and get some meat on him, get some size on him. But the best part of all is we were able to get a good shed out of him, so I can send that shed into RGI, and we can find out if he's actually a yellow belly or a gravel. Now obviously we're hoping for a gravel. That way we can move this boy into our super gravel projects. But regardless, this one will definitely stay here, even if he is a yellow belly Calico Acid. It'll just determine which projects we take with him in the future. But yeah guys, number 6 here is this male Acid Calico Yellow Belly or Gravel. Alright, number 5, we're going to stay with the theme. We're going to jump right into this next one. Is another Acid combo. And this one we actually got a male and a female. So we're setting the sheds off on both of them to see if they're yellow belly or gravel, because all these came from our Acid Highway male. And then determining what we get there, if one happens to be yellow belly, one happens to be gravel, will determine maybe if we sell one or not. Now let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so this is the female of the two. This is number 5. This is Acid Pinstripe Yellow Belly or Gravel. I don't think it's Calico. You know, it's so super bright down here, but I believe that's just the yellow belly kicking in. I would have thought maybe if there was Calico, it would have been a little bit richer, a little darker, but who knows? I'm not 100% sure yet. This might take some breeding to figure out. But we did produce 2 of these again. One is a male, one is a female. We are sending off both the sheds to RGI to determine if they're yellow belly or gravel. And when we get those back, that'll determine if we're going to keep them both or if we're going to sell one. I've considered, depending on the results, of keeping this female along with the male Calico Acid Yellow Belly or Gravel and selling the male of this. But again, it's going to really be determined basically, you know, if this is a gravel or a yellow belly. And then we're going to sit down and figure out through with everything else we have here, what's going to be more important to keep out of the two. I'd like to say one will be available. It's always possible we'll keep them both, or at least for the time being. But yeah, anyways, number 5 is this stunning animal. And the male looks identical. So it's an Acid Yellow Belly or Gravel Pinstripe. Just super cool. All right, guys, this next one's going to take us out of all those complexes together. This one, it was tough. These top 4 were really tough for me. Number 1 is easy to predict, and believe it or not. I mean, you'll see it, you'll know why. But this one and the next one, and really potentially could have been number 2 spot. This one being number 4 is, I don't know. You tell me if I did it right or not. Number 4, well, here, let's jump right into it. All right, guys, and this is number 4. This is Mario Spot Nose Desert Ghost. Could have been yellow belly too. I don't think we hit yellow belly with this animal. I would expect a little different belly. Maybe not. Maybe it is yellow belly. Maybe more flaming if it was yellow belly. I don't know. We haven't made this. The first year we've made DG combos. This is the only DG holdback we have of the year. So yeah, this one was really cool. I mean, look at the head on that animal. It's absolutely stunning. So this one is Mario Spot Nose Desert Ghost. Like I said, possible yellow belly. I don't know. The parents, it's really funny because this girl is definitely a mix of both the mom and the dad. You look at the head pattern, looks a lot like the mom. The rest of the pattern looks a lot like dad. It's just a really cool mix of the two. And man, I'm going to be so happy to take this girl down the road and find some more combos to put in with her. You know, we're going to amp up the color, even though that Desert Ghost is going to continue to give it this, you know, like the sandy look to it. It's going to be nice to maybe try and throw Orange Dream into this. You know, what would acid look like in this? The possibilities are endless, really, with this combo. It's just getting started, especially here, but I love the way it looks. It'd be really nice to see this maybe with a Lori combo. I'm not really sure. We'll see what happens down the road. But for number 4, we have the Mario Spot Nose Desert Ghost, possible yellow belly. All right, guys, stepping back with number 3. This one made the list, 1, because I've never produced one before. 2, I never thought I ever would, because I never had an intention to do so. It was such a big surprise, a big shock when we made this animal. It's a female, and it definitely made us decide whether or not we're going to jump into the project. So we are going to jump into the project, but it's going to change actually a handful of projects here at JDH Reptiles. I'm just going to jump into number 3, the Dreamsicle. And here it is. This was not supposed to happen. We have no lavender albinos in our project. Well, obviously we have one, but we have no lavender albinos otherwise in our collection. I purposely, 4 years ago, decided I was never going to work lavender. I don't know why. I would guess I was kind of stupid, but I really like the albino project. I know this is albino too, but I'm kind of an old school guy. I like the idea of trying to breathe life back into a lot of the older projects. And I just thought this was one that everybody's going to work towards, but now I know why everybody's working towards it. So this was, and genetically we figured out this had to have been a result of parthenogenesis. We have what was a Polish import, which was originally supposed to be part of that whole debunked black ball, red ball project. She produced a clutch. We got 2 lavenders. We got a normal. And then we got this. And I tested the male that was put in with her. He is not het for lavender. He is het pied, but not het for lavender. So it couldn't come from us. So this has to be parthenogenesis. They were all females. So this one we are keeping. And because of that, we've decided to purchase a male to go and start this project. But I do believe because of this, we're now going to move a lot of our albino projects out. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the candy project. Some candinos, but eventually moving those over to candies. And then the Dreamsicle or the lavender albino, and potentially pied as well. But this is just beautiful. I can't believe we produced this. Like I said, it was never intended to, but looking at it, I know why you guys love them so much. And it's beautiful. It leaves me speechless. So happy we have it. I'm glad we decided to stick with it. We're going to work this project. But man, this is number 3. It had to be number 3 because there's a couple more that beat it in my opinion, but just barely. So number 3 for me is the Dreamsicle. All right, guys, number 2 had to be genetic stripe clown stuff. And well, even though this isn't a genetic stripe clown, it's pretty close. I'm going to zoom in here and just give you a little story about this boy. This guy is amazing. I'll show him here in just a second. I had to make this guy number 2. I love genetic stripe. I know it's such a overproduced pattern, like the G stripe takes away from everything. I know, I get it. And it's hard to find things that interact well with genetic stripe. However, I believe this Gstripe Clown project is one of them that is just amazing. I think it's something everybody needs to definitely consider working. And this male shows you exactly why. All right, so this here is a red stripe leopard G-stripe, and he has been genetically tested and proven to be 100% het clown. And because of that, he became a keeper. The pattern on this thing is so sweet. The genetic stripe and the leopard together create this deep, bold, thick stripe on the top. The red stripe gives a lot of these burnt oranges into the pattern here. And together, the G-stripe and the leopard with the G-stripe, you get these pocketing almost just like a G-stripe clown. But it's not a G-stripe clown. And like I said, we did genetic test it to make sure. And it is heterozygous for clown, not homozygous. So because of that, we had to keep him. He's going to be great for future plans with other females, you know, other clowns that we want to put G-stripe into, or maybe moving the Gstripe Clown project further. It's going to be great to have this guy on board. Just love him. Beautiful color. The red stripe looks amazing. I'm so glad he's here. And this is why he's number 2. Again, this is the red stripe leopard G-stripe 100% het clown. All right, guys, and number 1, we're going to close it out with a Gstripe Clown combo, or shall I say 2. They're not tied, but I'm going to show you the project. I'll explain to you which one is actually number 1. Number 2 is just kind of like, they go together, really. They really do. It's a male and female, and I'm not 100% sure of what the second one is, but I'm going to break them down for you, tell you what I believe, and you guys can tell me what you think. Also, I'd love to see in the comments what you guys thought about today's video. What do you thought was your number 1, or what would you have changed or picked differently out of this list of 10? I'm also going to do a video down the road of like our top 5 purchases of the year. I'll probably get that. I'm going to try and get that in right in the beginning of the year. But yeah, let's jump right into the number 1 spot. All right, guys, in the number 1 spot, I'm going to show you both these animals, but this is actually my number 1 animal. So we'll start with this one here. This is a male, and this one here I believe to be just a pastel Gstripe Clown. I don't think there's any red stripe, but let's see if I can darken this up just a little bit. I want to show you the sides because look how much the sides are blown out. The yellow is so bright, and it actually destroyed all the pattern here on the sides. This thing is really nice. It's a boy, so he's got some size on him. He's growing really well. Hoping to move him into some projects, maybe late this 23 season, otherwise definitely our 24 season. But this guy's really cool. I wondered if maybe there was red stripe in it, but it doesn't have that color that I'm expecting. So I think this is just Pastel Genetic Stripe Clown. Regardless, it's absolutely amazing. He's going to move our project along immensely, and I had to at least show him off. Do I think he's better than the last one, the Gstripe? Of course, I do. But mainly because of power, not necessarily of beauty. So that's why he's going to just be like 1.1. He's like sharing the number one spot. But really, it's mainly just I wanted to show him off. Beauty-wise, I think the Gstripe Het Clown was better. But this guy's super powerful. But now let's jump into the actual star of the show. And here she is. This is our star of the show. This is the Red Stripe Leopard Gstripe Clown. And man, what Red Stripe does is amazing. Look at the color, the tans, the brick red, the browns. It's just so nice. The leopard helps together to punch in a little more striping here in the tail especially. Keeps a little bit of this pattern, in my opinion, a little more darker, a little more kept together. The overall gold colors from the red stripe and then that Gstripe Clown together, just a beautiful combo. This is a female, so she's going to need some time to grow up, but she will definitely be doing a lot of work in the future. And hopefully by then, by the time she's ready to go, we'll have more plans of where we want to take this. You know, we've already started building for the future with our triple hets, our VPI Xanthic Gstripe Clowns. I did produce them. They didn't make the list, mainly because visually, you know, Powerhouse, they're probably one of the best. Even though they're hets, they're going to make some amazing stuff. But they just, I don't look at their tub when I do like this girl. I pull her tub open, I'm like, yes, this is amazing. I'm glad we went with this project. Super stoked and super happy, and I hope you guys are too. I think this turned out really amazing. I don't believe anybody else has produced this yet. I don't really care about the status of World's First. I'm just saying, I've seen some red stripe combos out there, leopard stuff with Gstripe and Clown, but I don't know if they've hit this combo yet. So I'm happy to have been able to produce this year and be able to share it with everybody that's working in the project, and hopefully add a little bit insight of what else can be done depending what genes you mix with it. So, number one, best animal hands down, in my opinion, the Red Stripe Leopard Genetic Stripe Clown. Okay, guys, so that's it. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Love to hear your feedback. Love to hear what you guys thought of the projects that I showed you. Thanks again to all of our supporters, all the people who follow not only our YouTube, but our Instagram and our Facebook pages, to all of our customers, to our patrons, to everybody else. We hope you have an amazing New Year's Eve, an amazing New Year's, and a great 2023 going in. Remember, stay focused, plan for the project, work on the project. We still have, I think, like 45 or 50 animals. So check our Morph Market page down below. If you're interested in anything, send me a message. We're still doing extended payment plans because of the shipping season being delayed at the moment due to the cold. But until next time, guys, thank you again. We appreciate everything. Take care, be safe, and here is to an awesome 2023.